everyone. Hope you're doing well today. It's Wednesday and I'm looking forward to our online class. Just a couple of updates. If you cannot make the class as I posted on the latest form, please come to either one of them. Don't miss it. It's really important that you're there for these classes because if not, I have to assign a different assignment to you, and I don't want to do that. I don't think you need it on your plate right now. So if you can make sure to come to this class, it would be wonderful. The other thing is we're going to be having a conversation about chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So be prepared by going through those chapters. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely love this book. I have some of the best quotes I have ever seen, and I actually wanted to send them out and just celebrate some of these quotes. Are amazing. One of them in particular was that the quote I saw that, let me see if I wrote it down. Planning is a process common to all human experiences. Before embarking on a journey, an individual must understand where he or she is, know where he or she wants to go, and decide how best to get there. In an elementary form, this exemplifies the essence of the process, even as it applies to educational organizations. When I read that, I was like, that's it. Because often, and in my own situation right now, and a lot of times, we're in situations where we are just getting through the day. And what we need to do is we need to put out what your plan is. What is your plan to get there? And that'll help us get there. It's just like driving a car. If you're going to drive a car, you need to know where you're going. You don't just get in the car and say, I hope I get there. And that's sometimes what happens in education. We hope we get there. So we're going to talk about this book a little bit. I just love the book. They updated it since the last time I taught this class, and I have to say they picked a good one. The other thing we'll talk about, if we get to this, is the relationship of a school board member compared to the superintendent and assistant superintendent, deputy superintendent, and directors, executive directors, senior directors, principals, coordinators, and the hierarchy of the district office and the site principals and administrators. That's a big deal because each district is different. And sometimes you go in and say, what's your role? And some roles in the district are supervisory over principals, and some roles in district office are support over the principals or assistant principals. In a board member only has one employee. A school board member has one employee, and that is the superintendent. The superintendent is at the bidding or at the will of the school board. And the superintendent hires everybody, not personally. They'll recommend for hire all the people, but the school board approves the hiring the people that are being hired. So ultimately, the school board has responsibility, fiduciary responsibility, budgetary responsibility, responsibility over human resources, but the day-to-day decision making is done by the superintendent. School board members should not interfere with the role of the superintendent. And I work in a school district, and now I'm a board member in a district in Bonsall. And so I'm learning a lot. I've been on it for 3 years, and I'm still learning. I'm learning the role of a board member. It's really interesting because you don't really do the day-to-day work. What you're doing is you're giving direction so that they can do the day-to-day work. And so if the board members usually are there to make the final decisions in a legal entity. So anyways, this is all very exciting, all near and dear to me. I look forward to talking to you tonight, either at 6 o'clock or 7:30. If you could log on just a few minutes beforehand on 6 and 7:30, because just in case we go over, I doubt we'll go over this class. We're doing more of a check-in and more of a conversation from your questions that we generate. But in the future, we'll make sure you don't log on too much sooner than 7:30 because of people doing presentations. All right, with that said, it was fun talking to many of you. If I didn't talk to you, some of you have a mailbox that is full, and my mom just complained because mine is. So some of you have a mailbox that's full. A couple of you had phone numbers that were out of order. And I mentioned that in my email. I believe some of your phones are out of order, And so you just may want to put in the right number into the system for the the school to know just to how to get in touch with you. I will look forward to seeing you tonight. And if you, again, continue with the questions with me, I'm hoping to get back to everyone within 24 hours, and I hope that's still the case. But if you do have any questions, let me know. And I look forward to talking to you this evening. Bye-bye.